Today, the university and the Alumni Association are pleased to present Northeastern Illinois University's Distinguished Alumnus Award. I would like to ask Michael Arona, Chair Palos, and Vice President Downey to please join me at the podium. The Distinguished Alumnus Award is the highest alumni honor the university bestows. It recognizes a particular achievement of note, a series of such accomplishments, or a career of outstanding achievement. At Northeastern, one of our most treasured values is the attainment of excellence. Among our many thousands of successful Northeastern alumni, Michael Arona is an exemplar. Mr. Arona has spent the past 18 years working for the U.S. Department of State, where he has served in an array of senior-level foreign policy advisory positions. Mr. Arona currently serves as Division Chief in the State's Department's African Affairs Bureau, where he oversees foreign policy formulation and chairs senior-level U.S. government meetings focused on a variety of issues facing the continent. During the Obama administration, Mr. Arona served as special advisor to the U.S. Department of State's Undersecretary for Political Affairs. From 2009 to 2013, he served at the U.S. Embassy in Hanoi, Vietnam, where he helped to facilitate the release of 3 human rights prisoners. In 2004, Mr. Arona helped to establish the U.S. State Department's Atrocities Documentation Team, whose work led directly to the U.S. government's historic determination of genocide in Darfur. Therefore, given your many achievements and contributions to society, it is most befitting that on behalf of Northeastern Illinois University and the Northeastern Illinois University Alumni Association, I present the 2019 Distinguished Alumnus Award to Michael Arona. Congratulations. And now, distinguished alumnus Michael Arona will deliver the commencement address to the graduates.
President Gibson, members of the NEIU community, family members, friends, and of course, members of the class of 2019, congratulations. Yes, let's hear it one more time. It's an honor to be here and address you on such an auspicious occasion. Being back in Chicago brings back countless memories. In fact, it was 27 years ago that I graduated from Northeastern, a long time ago. I remember sitting there just like you, wondering about the future. I had an idea of what I wanted to accomplish, but still not fully certain. But one thing was clear, and that was the love and support of my family and friends. As graduates of Northeastern, you have a greater advantage than I did when I graduated. You have been raised on the internet, email, and smartphones that allow you to communicate with anyone in the world in only a matter of seconds. You have the opportunity to affect the world in a good way or a bad way, all at the touch of a button. We, all of us, are part of an international community. Principles like gender equality, race unity, and unity in diversity are part of this new advancing world of ours. My nearly 20 years of experience working at the U.S. Department of State and the White House has allowed me the opportunity to travel the world and represent the U.S. in different settings. In order to accomplish our foreign policy goals, we must be willing to hold both bilateral and multilateral negotiations. We cannot simply force a country to comply because we say so, but instead, we must partner with other nations, establish dialogue, and be active in consultation. And the reason for this is quite simple. We live in an integrated world. The term that most people use is global village, a world of interdependence. Not fully equal, but nevertheless interdependent. Whatever happens around the world will have an effect on you, your family, and this community. The ideas of unilateralism, isolation, and bullying tactics are outdated and must be replaced by partnerships, international coalitions, and collaboration. A new era is upon us, and you, the class of 2019, have been given a new responsibility. A new responsibility to bring forth an ever-advancing civilization, to be better informed than those who have gone before you, to seek knowledge, the independent investigation of truth, and to be of service to all of humanity. Now, as you prepare to graduate, I'm aware that some of you will be entering the job market. Others may plan to go on to graduate school, and maybe a few still not quite sure about plans for the future. However, no matter which direction you choose, all of you have been tasked with the same responsibility. So what will you do? What will be your legacy? What will you do to make your world a safer, more productive place for all members of humanity? There is certainly room for improvement. My work at the U.S. Department of State has allowed me to travel the globe and see firsthand the best and the worst that humanity has to offer. I will always remember seeing the establishment of schools in South Asia for ex-child laborers. I cannot forget the courageous women and men that continue to work for peace and stability in parts of Africa. I also remember witnessing 10,000 people marching the streets in East Asia, demanding greater individual rights, and other similar experiences too numerous to mention. The opportunity for you to create change is endless and exists in all facets of society. So, who among you will find a cure for cancer, AIDS, or other deadly diseases? Who among you will win the Nobel Peace Prize? Who will design automobiles that are more efficient and environmentally friendly? Who among you will have the courage to support the dreams of others? And who among you, more importantly, will live your lives to secure the integrity and nobility of society and humankind itself? We have entered a new era and inherit new responsibilities. As you've heard just before, it is no longer enough just to go to college and earn a degree. While countless others around the world cannot attend school, much less read or write. It is no longer enough just to find a well-paying job, as millions live on less than $1 a day. What does matter is what you do with the college degree that you have earned. What matters is what you do with the new job that you have and what you do with the amount of money that you make. The standards have been raised, and you must let your vision be world-embracing rather than confined to your own selves. Now, who's to say that someone graduating from NAIU cannot achieve such things? Who's to say that someone from NAIU can't make a difference? Of course, it will not be easy, often very difficult, and I assure you, at times, overwhelming. You may even be discouraged by those around you, saying that you cannot achieve such goals. But you must press on. You must establish a role and find your voice. I urge you, encourage you, and I challenge you to be anxiously concerned with the needs of the age in which we live. For it has been written that the happiness and greatness, the rank and station, the pleasure and peace of an individual has never been consisted of personal wealth, but rather excellent character, high resolve, the breadth of learning, and the ability to solve difficult problems. Let integrity and uprightness distinguish you in all your future endeavors. Class of 2009, we have been waiting for you, the next generation of leaders, to inspire us to be better individuals, to remind us of the importance of virtues like civility, compassion, and honesty. You have been given the reins, and now the responsibility is yours. Over 4 decades ago, a president of the United States, in his inauguration address, asked a new generation to be of service to this very country. And he stated, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." Well, today I ask you to be of service to the world. And this afternoon, I'd like to leave you with a different quote that is over 100 years old, but I believe more relevant today than any other time in history. And I quote, that it is not for him to pride himself who loveth his own country, but he who loveth the whole world. For the earth is but one country, and mankind its citizens. In closing, I want to thank you for the opportunity to address you, the class of 2009, on such an important occasion. There is a world of opportunity awaiting you. Don't lose sight of where you're going, and more importantly, don't forget where you're from. Congratulations, good luck, and I wish you nothing but success on your future endeavors. Thank you.